Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1, Phathead, Cande Roth. We're going to have a decent day, and still maybe a little drizzle or a little rain where you are. Don't worry. Don't you fret. 67 in sunshine around lunchtime.
Loving it.
Tomorrow, mix of sun and clouds, another 60-degree day. So, looking pretty strong here the next few days. You know, off the air, we were chatting a little bit, and, you know, every now and again, you rip into me, you say, Dana's not making lunch and putting little notes on your lunch bags like she did 15 years ago. So I just got to thinking, you know, haven't heard a lot about you and Brian cooking recently, Cande. What's the deal?
I think he hasn't been into it as much as he was. So that has forced me to do some of the cooking.
Shocking, yeah.
So I think before long he'll be back into it, full blast.
Okay.
Yes, I think when the weather gets a bit warmer before the grill starts the grilling, it's the winter where you want to like hunker down and make all these recipes. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens today, and we'll go from there.
All right. I think you should. I mean, it's a beautiful day. I think the two of you should take a walk to the local grocery, Cande, and pick up some ingredients and, you know, maybe a little stir fry tonight. What do you think? A little stir fry?
I make great stir fries, so that's a good possibility.
Yeah, there's a little suggestion for you.
Yeah.
Cande, today is National Big Wind Day.
What is that?
I don't know. That could mean a few different things.
It could.
let me click on it. National Big Wind Day commemorates the recording of the highest natural wind gust measured on the Earth's surface.
Oh, and what was that?
It was April 12th, 1934. The Mount Washington Observatory recorded winds, are you ready for this, at 231 miles an hour.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's big wind, Cande.
That's big wind.
It's National Colorado Day. You've ever been?
I have. I love Colorado.
Oh, is it nice?
Boulder. I love Boulder. I love Denver. Yeah, I liked it. I was thinking of moving there back in the day.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I have flown over Colorado at least a dozen times on my way to Vegas, but I have not ever landed in Colorado.
Boulder is my kind of town. Love
really?
It.
What is it like? What's Boulder, Colorado like?
It's kind of hippy-dippy and artsy, kind of like a Woodstocky feel.
I see. Every time I make fun of you and say Candy's wearing tie-dye dresses with sandals and her hair is all crunchy and everything, you like to yell at me. But see, I told you, that's your vibe, Cande.
It is my vibe. I'm not gonna lie.
Unbelievable. Now,
yeah.
You could fight me on the fact that you were at Woodstock doing acid. You could fight me on that.
Well, it's just not true. There's no fight to be had. It's a fact. I wasn't there.
I do like to think you were there, but okay, I know. You were making soup and
I was a child.
Soup and grilled cheese sandwiches for everyone you were making. I know.
Not grilled cheese. It's hard to deliver those.
Peanut butter and jelly.
And soup, and yes.
And then you brought it to a helicopter, and they helicoptered it into Woodstock.
Correct.
Because you lived like 10 minutes from there.
So. Elementary school.
Incredible.
The helicopter landed. Oh, yes.
I love that story.
I know, it's great.
I mean, so you're at your elementary school in 1969.
Correct.
They're doing this call out on the local news like, we have to provide food. These people are stuck at Woodstock.
The rains came, and yes.
And you and your mother made peanut butter and jelly and soup.
Yep.
And you dropped it, and at the elementary school, they put it on a helicopter, and they helicoptered it into Woodstock.
That is correct.
How cool is that story?
Isn't that great? It's the best.
All right,
and the night before the festival actually began, when people were coming up, but it hadn't gotten where they had to close the New York State Thruway, we took a ride up there. And everybody was so nice and friendly. I'll never forget my mother. She's like, "What? These kids are great. I don't know what everyone's complaining about."
Aww.
Yeah, it was hysterical.
So you remember vividly your mother talking about it.
Oh, yes.
And you remember being in the kitchen making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
I do. I remember going to the elementary school. A lot of people were gathered around. The helicopter coming. It was a big thing. Come on.
That is very, very cool.
Yeah, it was huge.
Love it. It's National 412's Day. It's 412. Okay. 412. We measure our days in two 12-hour sets. Oh, my God. See, this These are so stupid, some of these national days. We buy roses in 12s, eggs in 12s, pastries in 12s.
We do.
It's 4/12's Day, Candy.
Sure, there's some reason for that. I'm not
Oh, my God.
sure of what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, why do we buy things in dozens? Interesting.
Why? And then you get your baker's dozen.
Yeah.
You throw an extra in.
That's right. It's National Grilled Cheese Sandwich Day today.
Nothing wrong with a grilled cheese. You know what I love? Grilled cheese and tomato soup.
Now listen, we can all make pretty good grilled cheeses, but there is none better than a diner grilled cheese.
Yeah, it's the extra butter and grease that's added in there.
You got it. With a little
With
pickle.
the pickle.
Listen to us. Got the coleslaw and the pickle.
I love that. That sounds so good.
Yeah. National Licorice Day today.
Love black licorice.
Yeah, and see, you do.
I really cut back on it because someone died from overeating it, so I haven't had it in a long time. But I love it.
God.
People don't like it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Not a fan, really, of any type of licorice. National Only Child Day, if you are one.
I don't have to suffer from that.
And it is National Education and Sharing Day today, Candy.
You get educated, then you share what you learned.
Yeah, Education and Sharing Day. I love
Do you
it.
say to your kids when you pick them up at school, "What did you learn today?" And they say, "Nothing."
Yeah, no, you have to be more specific. I watched a doctor talk about this. Say, instead of saying, "How was your day?" where they're going to reply, you have to be specific, like, "Hey, tell me about math class today."
Exactly. Because all you'll ever get, how was school today? Fine. What did you learn? Nothing. Who'd you eat with? I don't know.
Yeah, and by the way, National Education and Sharing Day is connected to Passover. It's supposed to happen 4 days before Passover begins, and it has to do with a proclamation in 2009. President Barack Obama met with a rabbi, and they shared ideas about education and a whole trip that he took to Israel. And it's an interesting story, I got to tell you. I'm reading this whole thing. It's interesting. Candy, shall we look for a bit of good news before we?
Oh yes, we must.
Part ways. A 9-year-old boy in Boise named Ben Miller got to be interviewed by the news after raising $2,000 for his local Humane Society.
I love that.
He sold lemonade, cookies, and dog treats. And, yeah, his most recent lemonade haul was $1,150. And that was part of the $2,000, and he donated to the Humane Society. Candy?
I love it.
Yeah. A fifth grader in New Hampshire sent a letter to his local fire department thanking them for what they do, and he included all $11 from his piggy bank as a donation.
Oh, that is so sweet. Oh.
Are you kidding me?
I love it.
Oh, my God.
You know, I think maybe the kids should start running things in this world.
Yeah, that would help. I do believe that. I want you to have a great rest of your day, all right?
You too. Try not to miss me because we'll be retiring together in a number of years. So
you'll
see me plenty.
It's good that we keep our distance now, Candy, because we will see each other quite a bit. We will.
Oh, yes, Phathead, I have a few rules when we are living near each other.
Yeah?
Don't ever just knock on my door.
Oh, that goes double for you. You see, this is starting out very good.
Oh, it'd be hilarious. All right, my friend, you enjoy the weather.
My country, 96.1.
Phathead and Candy in the morning, weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.